I did my project over the life of Wendy Willan, an American ballet dancer. Wendy Willan has shaped the world of ballet in many ways as we see it today. From her hard work and dedication and continuous ways she reinvents herself, leading her to become a principal ballerina. And soon she was able to reshape the cultural elements in the New York City Ballet when she became associate artist director. She's teaching young artists her old and new improving techniques, making viewers and fans like us fall in love with what we see. Wendy Willan was born on May 7, 1967 in Louisville, Kentucky. When she was just 3 years old, her mother enrolled her in ballet classes. When she was a child, she was cast to play a mouse in Louisville Ballet's Nutcracker. And later on, at age 10, she began training rigorously at the Louisville Ballet Academy. Just 2 years later, she and her family discovered that she had scoliosis, and for 4 years, she had to wear a plastic brace that was only removed for ballet class. However, Willan didn't let it get the best of her and continued to work hard at what she loved, which was ballet, and later received a scholarship for the summer course at New York NYCB's School of American Ballet at age 14. The following year, she became a full-time student. Willan's technique proved to NYCB that she was a valuable asset, which led to her earning a spot as an apprentice in 1984 and in 1986 a Corps de Ballet member. She rose later as a soloist in 1989 and of a principal just 2 years later. Willan later in the 21st century established her reputation for geometric clarity and works by Balanchine and Jerome Robbins. She excelled in a full range of pieces by Balanchine, such as the lilting ballroom number Liebeslieder Walzer in 1960, the Diamond section from Jules in 1967, and the Symphony in 3 movements in 1972. She was also among the last generation to be coached by Robbins, originating a role in his 1997 ballet Brandenburg. One of Willan's best interpretations of Robbins' choreography was in his 1951 dance drama The Cage, where she molded her body to look like an angular insect. Years later, after hip surgery, Willan tries to continue to dance, branching off into contemporary dance, hoping it would be less brutal on her body, but it soon becomes clear to her that her body cannot take the return to ballet in addition to her dream to create a contemporary dance program and tour it all over the country. A few years later, after putting her focus on ballet for the little time she had left, she retired in 2014 and was appointed associate artist director for the New York City Ballet Company. Willan focused on programming and commissioning works by choreographers, composers, and other artists, as well as coaching and teaching others in the company. She also is working to make a cultural change within the company so there is more comfort for the dancers behind the scenes. Willan has also begun to explore contemporary dance and work with other choreographers outside the ballet world, including Kyle Abraham. Willan was remembered in her final years as being angular, modern, and sharp, and her reputation will continuously stay with her as she explored other opportunities in her life. She knows that dancers don't have to spend their career being typecast. She is wanting and willing to fight against infantilism, particularly towards women. Even though Willan was originally trained for classical ballet, she took on more contemporary roles later on in life and continued to push for others to look outside of just classical dance. She was constantly wanting to learn how to move her spine in different ways and only actually learned how to do a body roll when she was in her late 40s working on her own project, Restless Creatures. In her project, Restless Creatures, Willan sought after 4 on-the-rise contemporary choreographers, Kyle Abraham, Joshua Beamish, Brian Brooks, and Alejandro Surdo, to create a series of duets for her. Each choreographer was her partner and helped her create new ways of moving. She picked these different choreographers because, as she states, I was completely intrigued by how different from myself they were. I wanted to feel what they felt in my body. I kept thinking that would be a real test of how interesting and good you are as an artist. In her contemporary dance, she felt liberated to take off her pointe shoes for so many years and change the dynamic with going shoeless for her role. Willan continues her search for more challenges she can face in her dances, along with changing different ways of dance by moving her body and contorting it, that most ballerinas wouldn't dare to try. She has surpassed expectations most have put on her because of her age, but she doesn't let what others say about her keep her from continuing her journey and no longer sees her age as a problem because she believes she still has enough life, determination, skill, and passion for this industry. Even though most ballerinas are pushed off the stage at age 40, Wellen continued to push back and dance for longer than the average ballerina, and later she was able to find herself as an associate artist director and help make changes throughout the New York City Ballet Company, which helped her continue to still live and help others with their dreams. She changed the way ballet is by making it more modern with the continual push to collab contemporary dance with ballet. Her overcoming her struggle with age and injuries show others that you can never fight too hard for your dreams.